My experience with Crash Bandicoot Purple Ripto's Rampage.
So it's agreed Crash and Spiral by genetic modification to your armies of Riptos will cause those two even more trouble.
Yes, Corndix. And dressing them up as Crash and Spiral. Ha! Our stupid ass plan in this game is fucking retarded. I don't know why the fuck I keep talking. But here I am, and I almost sound like Luigi.
Don't worry about that. Let's just get away. You know, let's just run away from here. Ha 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 ha! Go, Spiral Minions, go! Check it out, it's kinda peeking. Is it peeking?
Crash, we must stop this bullshit. Okay, let me stop dubbing this shit. Alright. Meanwhile, this one's at freaking out about school because I'm starting soon. You're starting soon. Yeah, everyone's getting back to school because it is August, so it makes a lot of sense. But guys, so let's get down to it. My re-experience with Crash Bandicoot Purple Ripto's Rampage. Now, you might be wondering, Alex, didn't you review this game? Didn't you talk about this game forever ago, telling all your viewers don't even bother playing it because it's a shitty game? It's basically a shitty mini-game collection. It's not even about Crash platforming. You know what? You are absolutely right. There's still barely any Crash Bandicoot platforming in this game. I was right about that. And I was right to bitch and complain about Crash Bandicoot Purple back then in terms of that. Because back then, Alan wanted a pure Crash Bandicoot experience. And I mean that. I wanted a pure Crash Bandicoot platforming experience. 2.5D graph, like 2.5D perspective, 3D perspective, either or. That's what I wanted in my Crash game. Kind of like Crash Bandicoot 1 and Crash Bandicoot 2 for the Game Boy Advance. Kind of like those. And basically kind of like, exactly like the first two Game Boy games and the originals, aka Crash Bandicoot 1, Crash Bandicoot 2, and Crash Bandicoot 3 for the PlayStation. I wanted something like that. And this game, sadly, doesn't really provide that in some way, shape, or form. It is basically a minigame thing, but I'm going to explain why I like it all over, or why I even like it now in comparison to 4 or 5 years ago when I didn't fuck with this game whatsoever. Anyways, so, ever since, and I want to tell you how I got back into this game. I got back into Crash Bandicoot Purple because I was in this little Crash Bandicoot. I kind of want to play Crash games again. Because you guys know me, Crash Bandicoot was like the game that took me steps and bounds into serious video gaming. And what I mean by that is Crash kind of started off back into my roots of gaming, like hardcore gaming. Meaning I'm going to take it super seriously and stuff like that. Like I'm also going to platinum it, I'm going to get all the platinums, I'm going to get all the stuff. Crash Bandicoot was the first, and so to respect the first, to pay homage to Crash Bandicoot, I decided to get back into the series and find some games I haven't beaten in the Crash Bandicoot franchise, and I wanted to give them a replay. Hence why I'm replaying Crash Bandicoot Purple. Oh, if you're wondering why my tongue is blue, I had a little Frosty, little Slurpee, you know, a little freeze thing, you know, in your mouth, so, blue tongue Alex gang, or whatever the fuck. So no, I didn't eat no reptile thingy, and my teeth made me blue this video. I missed the days when we played video games together, and I missed the days we played Crash Bandicoot Nitro Food. I still have Nitro Food, I just have to re-download it. If you want to play that again, I could play it with you again. Even though, I'm not really that good at it. I have completed Crash Bandicoot 1. Good shit, Owen, good shit. But anyways, why did I get, like, again, that's the reason why I got into this game, is because I wanted to give Crash Bandicoot Purple another try, because I felt like what I said is justified, but I still didn't really play too much of it before I even said what I said. You know what I mean? I looked at it, I played it, I saw a minigame, and I literally said, no, I'm not playing this. You know, and I played one minigame, I think, and I called it off, right? But But now I played the entire game, so I can actually say something about Crash Bandicoot Purple instead of just saying, well, it's not that I didn't just not play it. I did play Crash Bandicoot Purple back then, like I said. It's just that now I played the entire game, so now I have even more of a saying than I did before. So don't listen to that bit in the last Crash Bandicoot Purple video. Listen to this bit. This is the brand new Crash Bandicoot Purple video. Anyways, let's get right into it. So basically, the story of this game is really stupid, and I mean that. It's basically Rito and Cortex working together to make Crash and Spyro fight each other. Because basically what Crash did was he made what Cortex did, and Rito, they made every single enemy in the game that you fight in the hub worlds, the in-between mini-game levels and shit where you get crystals and gems from, they made them all have the face of Spyro. So every enemy looks like Spyro. So when Crash sees Spyro, he's going to think of them as another enemy instead of an ally. And I guess it worked. But anyways, let me show you what I mean by minigames, like what I was talking about in my past video, for example. So let me show you what a video game minigame shit looks like. So like they're showing you right now like an arena or area where you can double jump, I think you can slide. I can't remember, but there's not really too many abilities what you can do and shit. But anyways, this is the whole game right here. I don't know why it takes so fucking long to do stuff. But anyways, bonus free falling. There's a lot of the same mini games too in this game, which is fine, but I do have a problem with that. But see, we got mini games like this, and you're probably wondering, Alan, how did you enjoy this? Save stating. Save stating a lot. That's how I enjoyed Crash Bandicoot Purple a lot. But this one is bullshit a little bit, because you can barely tell where the boxes are, and later iterations of this minigame get harder and harder. And you know what? Now actually thinking about it after seeing the minigames again, I'm going to be honest with you. I do recommend you if you're a mega Crash Bandicoot fan, right, and you're an advocate for playing the entire series, you're not going to miss a single game of it. Doesn't matter if the game sucks, doesn't matter if the game's good. As long as if it's Crash Bandicoot, you're very advocate to play it. I would play this, but I think I wouldn't play this to 100%. I think that's what I did, though. I 100% of the game anyway, because I got all the boxes, I got all the gems, I got all the crystals. I didn't miss one. So, it's very interesting. But, I'm actually starting to see that this game kind of reminds me of Crash Bash in a way. Because Crash Bash has minigames as well, and what they do with their minigames in that game is they repeat the same minigames, but they make it a little bit harder, or they have a slight difference to make it different enough and then just call it a different minigame name. That's pretty much what this game is in a nutshell, and to be honest with you, I didn't mind it when I played through it, because I just didn't care. I was playing Crash Bandicoot. I see Crash, I see Aku Aku, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's what I care about. That's what I'm playing, alright? Crash Bandicoot Purple. Isn't Crash Bandicoot Purple cool? Cool. You know what I mean? But like with this minigame right here, I can see how it's bullshit. It's definitely bullshit. Thank you. Spyro game of like Crash is like games. Spyro rocks and Crash sucks. Jesse Grieve. Gotcha, even though they kind of are the same as each other in a way. You know what's funny? I'm going to replay the Spyro games. I'm going to give them a proper chance, because you said that. But anyway, so you go to like mini games that require Wampa fruits. This is why you get Wampa fruits and shit, so you can actually get the mini games. Ben and Barrett. So we have this mini game, we have the bear mini game, and by the way, these get harder and harder as you go along. And see, there's some Crash Bandicoot elements. It's just not the platforming like Crash Bandicoot 1 where you're going level to level and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like a little different. I like Spyro and Crash. That's what's up. Again, I need to give Spyro another try, so who knows? Maybe I'll, get into Spyro and get the Reunited trilogy. I don't know where to start, to be honest. The PS1 versions or the fucking, the other versions. But anyways, so yeah, that's the Polar Bear minigame. I'm only going to give you guys like a little bit, like a brief fucking summary of the bitch. Like a brief thing. I can see it, Alex. Yeah. Stop the sheep. Look at this mini game. It's basically where you stop sheep and you shoot them. And there's later versions of where you need to, damn, this TV is loud, bro. God damn, I'm loud too. But anyways, this one is easy. It's like an easy version of the sheep one. But there's also these fast little gray sheeps. And there's alternative mini games like this one where it's the same mini game, but like the sheep are even faster. And some of these mini games get really bullshit too. But anyways, there goes the sheep mini game. There goes the crunch mini game where you gotta lift. You gotta lift shit up, which I think was cool. By the way, can you guys leave a like? I'd appreciate that. Yeah, see, the first one of this is very easy, but it gets harder and harder as you go along. And you gotta collect these cards, too. Tanks for the memories. Okay. Now, for anyone that is questioning, Alex, did you ever hate any of these minigames? This one. Anything that involved the tank in this goddamn game, I fucking despise because of how slow the tank was, how slow it was to turn, how easily you can die in these mini-games. It's fucking ridiculous. It doesn't matter what minigame it is, you can die so quickly in there, dude, if you don't have an Aku. And plus, some of these mini-games I noticed as well are like all or nothing mini games, like where you have that one shot and then if you don't do it, you gotta redo it until you get the hang of it. And again, like I said, it's like this one is just, you gotta have a lot of patience for these fucking turnpike shits, man. I'm gonna be honest. And then this shooting one, bro, with the little helicopter is even worse than that one. At least the tank shit, I get to take my time. This shit, you don't get to take your time on, man. You gotta shoot all these things because Crash is a one-shot, and if you don't shoot 20, or if you miss one, good fucking luck. You're gonna have to do this minigame all over again. This game is brutal like that. Don't think this game is fucking easy. This game is brutal. You know what I'm saying? This game is brutal. Also, this minigame right here with Crash in the water like this. Look, I'm a G. This one is fun. But the controls are a little weird to get used to because you're not used to seeing Crash with an item and your overhead seeing Crash, not like, you know, just how it is in general. How when you're on a vehicle, it's always like you see the back of them, not like the front of Crash. You gotta control that little floaty thing. And the spiral fight is stupid. They're throwing Molotovs at each other to break each other's buildings so you can, like, get fucked up. I don't know. I never got this fight. I don't know why they'd be throwing Molotovs. Spyro would be flying around shooting fire at Crash, and Crash would be trying to get him down there with Aku trying to protect them. And that's how the fight would actually go. But I think Spyro would take Crash in a fight, to be honest. You know what I mean? But then after Spyro's like, wait a minute, you're not bad. You're actually pretty cool. And Aku's like, this is Crash Bandicoot, I'm Aku. Fear our enemy Neo Cortex is behind all this bullshit. So they figure it out like, wait a minute, you're not a bad guy. And they team up with each other. And by the way, there's a Spyro game that connects to this. So keep that in mind. Whenever I get to the Spyro series, I'll have to come back and do Spyro's version of this game. God damn it, Tablet. Why do you not want to turn around? But yeah, that's that. And then we go through like multiple worlds of this shit. Also, the rocket minigame. The rocket minigame gets a very bullshit as well. Like this rocket right here. It's better controlling than Crash 2's, but it's still a shitty ass rocket. Just to be completely dead ass with you. But then you go through 5, 6, 7, 8 worlds of the game. And that's pretty much like the game right there, right? You do tons of mini games, you fight bosses, which these bosses can range from fun to bullshit to why is this even happening? Some mini games can actually turn out like that too. And it's honestly not the best Crash Bandicoot game I've ever played. To be honest with you, it's not, I mean, I don't know if it's even one of the worst. But it is really just like Crash Bandicoot, GBA Crash. Throw him into 5 to 10 minigames and have him replay those minigames, but they're harder, more aggressive versions as the world progresses. And, you know what I mean? And it should keep you in the loop. The only reason this game kind of kept me in the loop, to be honest with you, more than it did last time, is because I really just wanted to play a Crash game that I just haven't experienced all the way to the end. And there wasn't really many Crash games that, you know what I mean, allow me to do that. So, like, for example, like, I don't have Crash Bandicoot Twin Sanity. I can't play that. I can't play, I mean, I can play Rapid Cortex, but I would just have to find it online. Bro, I haven't seen you for 3 days. Isabella, you haven't seen me probably because, what is it? You didn't join my Discord. My Discord, I at everybody in my Discord to notify them that I'm live all the time. So you gotta join my Discord to know, like, hey, you're live. And plus, it's probably because YouTube didn't put me in your feed. That could be another reason. But anyways, as I was saying about this game, it's a great game. I mean, well, a great stretching it. That's like Crash Bandicoot 2, Crash Bandicoot 1 right there. That's like, you know what I mean? That's like Crash Bandicoot 1, 2 stuff. That's great. Or Crash 3 even. Who knows? Maybe I'll even remake my experience on Crash 3 because I played this and I enjoyed this more. Maybe I'll actually get over my hatred for the vehicle levels. And maybe if I play Rapid Cortex, I'll feel the same way too. Who fucking knows? Until I play them. But, like, to be honest, I feel like this game did get a lot of hate in the Crash Bandicoot fandom, mainly because it wasn't a platformer. And to be honest with you, I can't blame them because Crash Bandicoot is a platforming series, mainly. And it's like on the Game Boy, we already had our full-on racing game. They could have just given us a full-blown party game instead of part platformer, then part platformer, part minigame collection. I don't know why they didn't just do a third platformer and then a Crash Bandicoot GBA party game, but I don't know. I guess they decided to mix the two. And to be honest, the reason why I say barely platforming is because in this game, like I mentioned before, you barely platform. Like, you platform on these surfaces around the hub worlds of each world area. And there's like 5 of them. Like, there's like 5 worlds, but there's 2 areas a pop with multiple portals around where you gotta collect Wampa Fruit, get the Wampa Fruit, and then you head into the fucking shit, you do the mini game, and, you know, etc., etc. I did have Crash Twin Sanity and Nitro Kart in my past. Damn, you did? I would have loved to experience those, but sadly it's only on PS2 or Xbox or something for Twin Sanity, and I don't have original Xbox or Xbox 360 to backwards compatibility with that shit, so I can't really play Crash Twin Sanity, and the Xbox 360 store is shut down, so that's even worse. But honestly, do I recommend... Oh, and the bosses, you know what? Why not talk about the final boss? Since practically I'm... Oh yeah, let's talk about, Tiny. So Tiny's boss fight, right, is like just that, a tank where you gotta shoot him a bunch, right? And that's Tiny. And then Nina Cortex, her boss fight is literally just, what, you run around? I think, hold on, let me just show you guys. Because I already talked about the minigames. We don't need to talk about the shits again. We don't. Oh yeah, the final world. Hi man, my friend, tell me about you. Unknown, I mean. Maya? Hey, welcome Maya. Appreciate you coming by. Hold on, let me just try to find the part. Now. Damn it, I don't think I can find this bitch. Hold on, give me a year. Oh yeah, they also have a new minigame later on that I forgot to mention. Because I'm dumb at mentioning it. And this is how you know that Crash Bandicoot Purple was meant to be a fucking pogo game. But if you remember this game from Crash Bash, it actually makes a return here. In a different way, though, where you're hitting Spyro enemies and Crash Bandicoot enemies instead of just hitting, dudes. Yeah, that literally happens. I'm not joking. And that's interesting. But then we have Cortex, which Cortex is kind of hard. Well, actually, no, he's kind of easy. But anyway, so this is Cortex's fight, and you don't have a lot of time. There's also a harder version if you beat both games and then get a combination of both games in one to where, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I can't even speak because this boss battle is kind of lame and kind of short too. See that? And they're practically done. Yeah, they say, we did it, we beat them. And, you know, that's the end of the game. I'm not even joking. Look at, Crash throughout that entire cutscene is just smiling like this. Look at him look like a dumbass. Look at him. That's my dumbass, though. Crash Bandicoot's fucking peeking. But yeah, that's really Crash Bandicoot Purple. Just take Crash Bandicoot 3 type mini games and infuse it with Crash Bash, and you get Crash Bandicoot Purple. Oh, and throw in Spyro, too. Because Spyro is in the game and shit, even though this was Crash's game, but whatever. Well, like I said on the thumbnail, too, it isn't the best Crash Bandicoot game I've ever played. I don't even know if I'd put this in my top 10 Crash Bandicoot games, but it's not the worst thing ever made. I mean, it's pretty damn bad when it is bad. I mean, look at the fight with Crash and Spyro. That is bad. And Cortex's plan and the whole story of this shit is kind of stupid. So that's also bad. I'm not going to be defending the story of this or anything like that. But I'm just saying, if you're here only for the goddamn minigames, and I mean only for the goddamn minigames, then, and you ignore the story, and you ignore what the hell else is going on, you just collect the one before you do the minigames, and you have it on emulator or whatever, or non-emulator, and you just enjoy it for the minigames, like I said, then you can actually enjoy this game quite a lot. There's a lot to enjoy here. Like, for example, those little boat missions and shit, you know, shooting the sheep and shit. But that little helicopter one, that shit's a little bit bullshit, and the tank can be hella slow. I love your shirt. It's Yu Yu Hakusho. Did I say it right? Yu Yu Hakusho? Hakusho. Like, it'd be Hakusho. Like, Y-U-Y-U. Yeah. Y-U-Y-U. And then Hakusho. No spaces. That's how you would say Yu Yu Hakusho right here. It's peaking shit. Actually, this is a go to anime. I have my experience on Yu Yu Hakusho. Not really one of my experiences. I should have actually just waited till I rewatched it all with Flu to get a fresher perspective. So that way I can remember more of the show and whatnot. You know what I mean? So, because that's kind of a bad video on my part. But hey, not all videos on YouTube are meant to be good. I'm going to sleep. Good night to you all. Thank you, Lord Dragon, for so much for stopping by and staying here as long as you did. Have a good night, man. Stay safe out there. It's wild out here in today's space. And yeah, have a good night, brother. Stay safe, man. But yeah, there's a lot to enjoy here. Or not a lot. There's like some to enjoy here. But I mean it from the bottom of my heart that this game, I want to see it, but is it worth it? Yeah, it's definitely worth it to watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Definitely worth it. Worth it. 100% worth it. It is a great OG anime. If you love Dragon Ball, if you loved Dragon Ball, there's a lot of inspiration for Dragon Ball in here. And if you loved Hunter x Hunter too, you'll like this one because it's made by the same dude. You know, it was made / created by the same dude. But anyways, enough about Yu Yu Hakusho. But like I said, Crash Bash is a decent / okay video game. Again, I cannot stress you enough. This video game is very okay. And I don't expect anybody else to like it. Alright? Or I don't expect, wow, you actually play, you know what I mean? I don't expect anybody to comment on this when it's over. But I'm just saying, I like it more now. I surprisingly like it now. I like Crash Bandicoot Purple now. I don't see it in a light anymore where it's, ugh. If it's not a Crash Bandicoot platformer, I fucking despise you. Get out of here, buddy. I mean, I don't treat that with all Crash Bandicoot games, like Nitro Kart or Nitro Fueled. I don't really treat those games badly, but I don't really play those. So, not really good at Crash Kart Racers. As you guys kind of figured out why I only have one video on that bitch on my channel. And then in my experience with Crash, that one and On the Run. I think I have a video on the Run. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Let me look up my own video, but because I forget my own stuff. I think it's because you know, I do have one that's actually Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I do. See, my experience with Crash Bandicoot on the Run and Dangerfield together. I heard MC is kind of rude. MC? Main character's kind of rude? Oh, well, yeah, he lived in a home. Yusuke's kind of rude, yeah. Yusuke can be a rude bastard sometimes, but it's only because he didn't really have the best life growing up. You'll understand when you watch the series, man. I'm telling you, you'll understand. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I think that's it for Crash Bandicoot Purple. I can't make it any longer than it is. It's a pretty small game. It's only like 3-ish hours, maybe like 3 hours. If you're going for everything, it might extend your time. Maybe it is 4-ish hours. I can't remember the length, but it's somewhere in the hours, maybe 1 to 2 hour range. It's not an Omega. It's really not an Omega long game. It's not really a long video game at all, in the slightest, which is actually fantastic for those that are looking for more of a shorter Crash Bandicoot experience, or just a Crash Bandicoot experience with like more mini games than actual platforming. If you're more of a kart racing guy, if you're more of a mini game guy, and I think the reason why I've lightened up on Crash Bandicoot Purple is because I'm playing way more games now that are mini game oriented instead of just platforming video games. I don't know. At least that's what I think. Anyway. By the way, what's up, Alan? What's up, Lucas? I was just about to end this bitch. Because Crash Bandicoot Purple isn't really that long, and there isn't really too much to talk about other than what I talked about just now in this whole fucking thing. I know I could have made this a short, but I kind of wanted to make it a long one just to kind of have this video out there for anybody that just, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that's Crash Bandicoot Purple. It's an okay game with Crash and Spyro in it. Though I think the game could have been way better. Oh, man, but either way, how are you doing? Doing good. Doing good. I got an icy earlier. Why the tongue is blue. If you saw it earlier, my tongue is blue. Because I had an icy, and that's the word I was trying to say earlier. Just watching videos, just basically being me, Lucas, you already know, bro. You already know. But anyways, yeah. It's an okay video game. I know I repeated myself, and kind of like I did in my experience with Sonic and the Secret Rings earlier today. Had to take a long-ass break after that one, man. I had to go eat. I had to go fucking chill out for a bit. Just not think about jack shit. But now I gotta upload shorts now, so I guess the Alex break is never gonna be truly long. Is that a tree shit? Fucking bed. Sorry, I just saw that, had to get rid of it. But yeah, that's it. That's Crash Bandicoot Purple. I don't know what I can do that's funny to properly end this stream, so ta-da! Or, if you guys like this, or Crash Bandicoot dances, by the way. If you didn't know them, I used to do them all the time, so that's why I kind of good at them. I don't know what to do. I literally just whoa! Okay, let's just stare at Crash Bandicoot for like 5 minutes. You know what? Well, I don't know. Let me pull up Crash Bandicoot. We're just gonna stare at him until it hits like 30 fucking minutes. I don't know. Stare at this face. Fuck it. Why not? Just stare at this face. Oh God, that's gonna haunt me at night. Up there. See the Peter Cup and get the fuck away from this thing? Lucas, please take me with you. This thing is horrifying, bro. Look at this version of Crash. Just smiling at your bitch ass, man. I don't even know. I think I'm gonna end it. You better end it. What? You better end the goddamn video, man. Otherwise, I'm gonna be inside your walls and come get you, Alex. Kinda want that ass. Okay, we're gone. Yep, we're gone. Now, where you going, fella? Where you going?